What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Unless this happens to be your very first time here, then come on in, take a seat. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Abigail. I do musical reactions here on YouTube, all on the first take, completely blind. And I'm so happy to say that we are reacting to another Buy Me a Coffee request brought to you by Randy. Hello, Randy. This is more NF, specifically. No Excuses is the title today. It looks like this was uploaded 6 years ago. I'm just looking at a lyric video today. I'm excited. We are really going through our NF journey. I feel like we, excuse me, might be 3/4 through, maybe. But regardless, how we do it on this channel is that we'll watch the video twice together, with the first watch containing stops and pauses, just so I can give you my thoughts and commentary in real time as it comes to me. However, if you stick around for the second watch, we'll watch the entire video nonstop all the way through. That's when I'll be taking some notes, and then we'll talk about it after. However, all that being said, I know that NF's label or whatever, they won't allow us to play the entire song nonstop all the way through without getting a good copyright flag. So fear not, we're going to put this up on Patreon, where you could go check out the full reaction with no fast forwarding, no watermarks, no nothing. Should you check out my Patreon page, I do truly appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. But I don't want to delay any further. I'm going to put on my headset here, and let's go ahead and dive back into more NF.
Yeah, I got no excuses. Hey, yeah, they asked me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo! No excuses. Hey,
wow.
I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses.
Gonna write that down before I forget.
I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no. Yeah, yo, this industry is so confusing. Hard to tell who's really with me or who's trying to use me. If I told you I respect you, I ain't say it loosely. I don't throw those words around, it's just not how I do things. Hey, yeah, I know I can be a nuisance. Ain't afraid to admit it if I think the shoe fits. People ask me where I've been writing new hits. Had to make my own plans, I don't need your 2 cents. Hey, yeah, I don't wanna hear excuses. I just like to make moves and make improvements. I just like to break rules.
This is, to me, classic NF message delivery. One line that he wrote, or that I wrote down, that really stuck out to me was, treat my temper like I treat my family. So he's not trying to lose it. He's not trying to lose his temper. He's not trying to lose his family. It's very, very important to him. But again, I'm getting gist of the grind. He mentioned being self-taught. So just mentioning that epic grind that one has to do to really perfect their craft. I respect that a lot. But yeah, focusing on the lyrics in this first playthrough. The second playthrough, I'm going to focus a little bit more on the instrumentation and what he's doing, because that bass is sick. Let's go back just a little bit. Let's keep going.
Excuses. I just like to make moves and make improvements. I just like to break rules, maybe start some new trends. Live the life that I choose, cutting off the loose ends. Yeah, they asked me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo!
Is that the chorus? I didn't realize.
I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses.
Or the hook, sorry.
I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no. Yeah. Here's a couple things that I'm confused with. I just did an interview, the guy was pretty clueless. You don't have to know the album names of all my music, but at least try to find out who you in a room with. Hey, I like facts, I don't like assuming. Take a shot behind my back, I'ma catch a bullets. Why the game looking at me like I'm just a tourist? They should know I'm here to stay, this verse is getting boring. Twisted mind of a lyricist, listen while I experiment, visualize it.
I'm going to pause it before that flow switch right there, because I think the way he's switching it up actually sounds cool. But I found interesting that he said he went to go do an interview with somebody and he didn't even know anything about NF. Like, there was no effort put in to what the interview was all about, which was enough. Didn't know the album name, I think he said. Didn't know anything about him. That's just rude. It just goes to show a lack of professionalism, maybe, from some of these interviewers. Said the guy was pretty clueless. Interesting. Anyway, I went back a little bit because he switched up his flow and I liked how it sounded, but I don't want to miss the transition into it. So I'm going to go back just one more time.
Why the game looking at me like I'm just a tourist? They should know I'm here to stay. This verse is getting boring. Twisted mind of a lyricist. Listen while I experiment. Visualize it's imperative. Big surprises and scary tricks. It is time, yes, we're here again. Sit in silence, don't care for it. Criticizing my character isn't wise, so beware of it. Forget what you're telling me, do what I gotta, man. I got the remedy. One of a comment that never selected me. I don't fit in with the room of celebrities. I wanna know when they bring on my legacy. There was nobody that ever could mention me saying that I wasn't making it, rapping and doing it cleverly. Did what I had to and gave it my everything. Yeah.
Okay, I got chills there. If you don't mind, I enjoyed not only the flow switch, but how quickly he was spitting there. So I want to hear it again, if you don't mind. Here we go.
Why the game looking at me like I'm just a tourist? They should know I'm here to stay. This verse is getting boring. Twisted mind of a lyricist. Listen while I experiment. Visualize it's imperative. Big surprises and scary tricks. It is time, yes, we're here again. Sit in silence, don't care for it. Criticizing my character isn't wise, so beware of it. Forget what you're telling me, do what I gotta, man. I got the remedy. One of a comment that never selected me. I don't fit in with the room of celebrities. I wanna know when they bring on my legacy. There was nobody that ever could mention me saying that I wasn't making it, rapping and doing it cleverly. Did what I had to and gave it my everything.
I loved that. That was
Ask
awesome.
me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo, no excuses, yeah. Yo, they ask me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo, no excuses.
Cool.
I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses.
You know what? Hearing an F say no excuses just motivates me to get what I want to get done. No excuses. I feel like I do always have excuses, even though sometimes they may be valid excuses. An excuse is still an excuse. I don't like the word. It's like a bad word. I don't like it. So hearing him get amped up in turn amps me up. I like it. Let's finish out the song.
I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses. Yeah, yo, I got no. Yeah, I got no excuses. I got no excuses.
I never know how to describe like the plugins I'm hearing or the bells, whatever that just was. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So let me go ahead and note down enough. No excuses. If we are on Patreon, you and I are going to enjoy watching this nonstop. We're probably going to dance a little bit, but what I'm going to more so focus on is what I'm hearing instrumentally. Although I'm not very good at describing like those bells I was just hearing. I don't know what kind of bells or whatever that was. It was cool though. And the bass, I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to write down some lyrics so that we can talk about it after, but I got the gist of the song. No excuses. So Patreon, you and I are going to have fun. YouTube, I'm sorry to say that I'm going to have to fast forward here. So I will see you in 5 seconds. Here we go. All right, guys, so let's get into, I couldn't write the lyrics fast enough. I was a little distracted also trying to pay attention to the instrumentation, so I just put up the lyrics. But I did find a few lines quite interesting. In the, let me take this off. In the first verse, is this the verse or the hook? They asked me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. I really liked that line. I have a profound amount of respect for artists who are self-taught in whatever it is that they may do, whether it's writing music or rapping or playing instruments, particularly playing instruments, but being self-taught in anything in general, to me, I find incredibly impressive. In this case, I feel he's stressing his maybe that independent grind. He didn't have any mentors or even industry gatekeepers, maybe. I don't know. It's just self-taught, self-discipline, and perhaps persistence that really, took off his career. I also liked that he said, treat my temper like my family, because he's not trying to lose it. Not trying to lose his temper, not trying to lose his family. It is important to him. I think it shows self-awareness. I think he guards his emotions maybe the way that he guards his relationship. So he's just it's really dear to his heart. I think that's the gist I got of the first verse. Work hard, no excuses. Unless that's the hook. I don't understand. Looking a little further into the lyrics here. Oh no, the hook is, I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses. That's fine. That's fine. It's good to sort of just repeat that mantra. It's really driving home the message that he wants to deliver. In the second verse, this industry is so confusing. Right. Hard to tell who's really with me or who's trying to use me. I think he's just maybe calling out, I don't know, the music world, friends versus maybe just another opportunity. It sounds rough. It's something I'll never understand. You probably won't understand unless you've actually been working in the music industry, but it sounds like it can be tough at times. He also wrote down, had to make my own plans. I don't need your 2 cents. Again, another message highlighting perhaps his independence. He even called himself a nuisance at times, but listen, he's honest. And we know how raw NF can be. He's honest, yet no, that's not a good word. I was gonna say uncompromising, but it's okay. I think for NF, it's all about his actions over his excuses. So he just likes to make moves and make improvements, more growth, that's what he wants. And I really do see it on the journey that I've taken so far listening to all his music. Not all his music, but I'm doing a good job, I think, of covering most of his music in order to, like, we're slowly progressing through the albums. I do see his hard work as we continue to go. And then the hook comes back in where he once again reiterates, no excuses. What's going on in the third verse? Oh, the third verse. Yes, that was interesting. This is where he was talking about the guy that interviewed him who's clueless. Here's a couple things that I'm confused with. I just did an interview. The guy was pretty clueless. I think just NF mocking shallow media interactions. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure it happens all the time. But that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Like, you got one job, interviewer. Do the interview. You know nothing about the person. That's awful. So I thought that entire verse was really interesting. We go back into the outro again. Once again, really setting in stone. I got no excuses, no excuses. I like it though. I feel like he's taking accountability for where he is right now, where he's going. And it's all done through his independent work ethic. And I respect that. The fact that he keeps the repetition of that message, no excuses, no excuses, no excuses. I love it. And I feel like I need to take that message and apply it a little bit to my life. I think I consider myself a hard worker. But there's so much I want to do, not only with work, but personal life too. And sometimes it is hard to juggle both. But you know what? In the end, no excuses. So just something that I think I need to put up on my wall somewhere. But I digress, guys. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. This was fun. Oh, I didn't even talk about the instrumentation. The bells in the beginning were very subtle, but it didn't take long before he introduced this like really deep bass. And it wasn't just a bass note here and there. It was long bass notes that kept sliding up and down, long bass notes sliding up and down. I really liked the bass in this track. And then of course, eventually the drums come in. What did I write? The drums, the beat comes in. The beat, is always going to be sick with NF. So, what I found interesting instrumentally about this song is that he actually chose to end it with the same bells that he started it with. Because the beginning started with just a little bit of bells, and then everything else came in, and then in the end, everything else is already in, slowly goes out to just the bells, how it started. So I liked it a lot. I love the message that NF is always trying to instill into his listeners when he's rapping. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know if you interpreted it a completely different way. I'd love to talk about it. If you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link as well as the Discord link in the description below, and I will see you next time. Bye.